Hi everybody, Ben here from Art Less Ordinary. So I am going to do a little experiment again. So I'm going to do a swipe, but I have had a few issues with when I tilt my canvas after I put my paint on. I get the colours up here where I want to put my swipe colour. And because of the silicone in it, it ends up showing dots in this top area, which I don't want that. I want it to be solid at the top and then get the cells from lower down. So I have covered it with painter's tape. So then I can put my paint on here, tip it around, move it around, and then once I have that where I want it to be, then I can peel the painter's tape off, pour my swipe colour on and swipe down and hopefully leave this area solid. So that is the plan. I haven't done this before, so as normal I always record my experiments just in case. So I have got Global Orange, Cool Red in Eraldo di Paulo, Turquoise in eraldo di paulo, and white. They're my canvas colours. Then my swipe colour is going to be Harbour Night from eraldo di paulo. These are all mixed 1 part paint to 1.5 parts pouring medium. This is mixed 1 part paint to 2 parts pouring medium, which is my Elmers clear glue 70%, water 30% mixture. So that is the plan. The only one I probably made a little bit different was the turquoise, because this turquoise is always so thin and it's still thinner than the others. So I hope that doesn't mess things up. So it is actually making me consider whether I put... I'm not sure. No, I'm just going to do what I had planned, and hopefully it doesn't misbehave. Knowing my luck, it will, but this is an experiment. I just hope it turns out the way I want. So first colour to go down is going to be turquoise, and I'm going to kind of do these in layers because I don't know how these colours would look being together so much. Yeah, so I'm hoping for good results. I really do prefer my experiments to actually work. That way I don't have to feel like I've got to redo them. We will see. So you can tell this white's thicker than that turquoise, can't you? I've just had like when I've done these flip cups in the past, I mean these swipes in the past, just the biggest issue I had was getting cells up the top in the swipe colour. I like it to be nice and solid. I want cells, but I want the cells to be down here in the colours. I want it just kind of just detracts from the beauty of it. So I'm hoping that this tape makes a difference. If it doesn't, you know what, no harm lost. All as it is a little bit of tape. The only thing extra I've used is a bit of tape. So orange here. So it was just an idea I had earlier, and I thought, hey, why not try this out? Because I have tried doing it where I just am careful where I tilt, but for some reason it always seems to get where I don't want it to go. So I thought hopefully this tape actually makes a difference. Can only hope. So I'm just concentrating a little bit. You can usually tell when I'm concentrating because I go slightly quiet. Just want to cover it as much as I can, so I'm doing the least amount of tilting. That's good. Okay. So I'm just hoping the consistency of that turquoise doesn't mess things up a little bit, because I know it is a little bit thin compared to the others. I'm just putting a light coat with the pop stick of red on the edge, just in case when I swipe it doesn't fully go over the edge, which it should do. It's just more of a precaution. Doesn't hurt to take little precautionary measures. So that's covered. The only one that didn't is this one little bit here. How's that going? Is that covered? Yeah, that looks better. Oh, stretch my back slightly. Oh, that bit's not covered. What was I thinking? That was probably what I saw and went to the wrong side. If I just get this bit covered, then I don't actually have to tilt the canvas at all, which would make things a lot more simpler for me. So I have my swipe sheet, which is just a piece of, I keep going to say acetone, but I think it's called acetate from the craft shop. I've used all different things, but I saw them there. It was on special. I thought, hey, I like specials. Who doesn't? Okay, so now I've got to do my best to get this masking tape off. Okay, so this didn't work out too bad because I actually didn't have to swipe. I mean, to tilt. But That would have worked perfectly if I did actually have to tilt. I've got a bit more to get off, but I've got paint on my hands. So if I was to actually tilt, like have to spread the paint around and tilt this way and that way, that bit of tape would have been absolutely a huge lifesaver, in the fact that it would have stopped any of this paint from going onto this top area. So it doesn't matter if some of the turquoise goes on there now, but I just wanted a decent strip, because all these have got silicone, apart from the white, these have got silicone in them. So the last thing I needed was it to go over in that spot. So I don't have silicone in the white, and I don't have silicone in the deep sea, the dark blue. Alright, I am recording. Time to get on with the swipe. So alrighty. Now I want to make sure that is covered the back and the two sides. Tiny little bit here. Perfect. So see how that tape has really helped me not get any of that blue up there. Fantastic. Exactly what I wanted. Couldn't be happier with that little, I'm going to say ingenious thought, but I don't know. I don't think anyone else has done it before. Who knows? That's the thing with this. You might think you're the first person to try something, but if there's billions of people in this world. Somebody might have done it before and just not put a video of it up. So, and I can tell you now, there's got to be people out there a lot smarter than me. Alrighty. So I'm just putting it on. And slowly and steadily dragging across. Wow. Now this is going to be the hard part, is trying not to, because I'm going to get cells as soon as I run into these lines. And that is what annoys me about the joins. You end up getting funny little joins. Okay, going across. So it never gets cleaned 100% when you do it that way, but at least now I can go wash this. I just got to put it somewhere where it's not going to touch anything. I don't want a bit of paint on. That little edge. I'm not gonna try. Every time I even try and fix a little edge like that, I mess it up big time. So, but see my join? I hate that. That's why I would like to get a piece that is actually big enough to cover the whole thing, so I'm not going to get that join mark. But I don't know where I had my larger piece of thing. Here we go. So I've actually got quite a lot of little cells, like lacing all through here. I don't have as much colours. See if I can get some more cells come up. Oh, actually, I feel like I've got too many cells already. Not too many, but I wanted some reds and some oranges. I got a couple of reds and a couple of oranges. Whoa. Okay, so I had to get closer to get some cells, and they are coming up, but I kind of feel there's too much turquoise. Because of the consistency of it, I'm going to do this again, and I'm going to leave out the turquoise, and I'm going to use a different colour. Because I'm getting cells through here, and I really got a bit too many because I got a little bit close. But it is actually quite interesting. So I should have done what I was thinking, was reverse the colours. Do red, orange, white, turquoise instead of turquoise, white, orange, red. And I think maybe that would have possibly been a little bit better. But this isn't bad. It's good learning. Swipes can be a bit more difficult than you think to get them like good. So just by looking at the behavior of the way that the cells are formed, the orange and the reds have formed nice. The whites aren't too bad, but these turquoise ones, they've just expanded too much to where they've really leapt into each other. But I did have nice lacing before I torched to get the cells. So I could have just left it as having the lacing if I wanted to. But this is what it's all about, guys. Having fun, practicing. Don't use your most expensive canvases for it. If you want to, use a smaller canvas until you feel like you've got a little bit more idea of how it's going to work. But this has actually been quite interesting. I am glad that I don't have any cells in that top bit. I probably could have even made that a little bit thinner and not as thick a border, maybe a centimetre or two, when I feel like I made it maybe an inch and a half. But yeah, cool. So I might as well bring you guys down to have a closer look. Alright, there we go. So as you can see, it is just a little bit too blue in the top half. Oops, there we go, in the top half. And the cells in this have kind of swollen to where the turquoise was just thinner. So these ones down here definitely kept their shape a little bit more better. Some of them have clustered, so they've pushed each other. But that's because I got a little bit, I think I got a bit lazy with the torch, because it wasn't exactly 100% to how my liking was. But look at this lacing in here. Absolutely beautiful lacing. And that appeared from the beginning. And there's that naughty join line. So that's why I prefer to try to have one sheet that fits the whole thing better. But yeah, this is pretty good for an experiment. Nice red ones over here. But yeah, so experimental swipe. So I'm going to try this again, and if I try this before I upload the video, then I may not end up having to put this video up. We'll see how I go, because I've got a busy day tomorrow. So I hope everyone has a good day. Like normal, subscribe, share, like, leave comments, and have fun. Have a good one. Bye.